Hi everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Pounds and Inches, a board game review series where we bring you a review every time one of us loses a pound or an inch. So this is episode 408 and 157, our pounds and inches respectively.
All right, so I'm down another pound, which means we are bringing you a new review. This time we're talking about Robot Rise. This is, by the way, a review copy of the game. We just want to throw that out there, be transparent about that. But it's a fun, light card game where you're basically battling out with robots and trying to fight each other, beat each other up a little bit. All right, so what is in the box?
So in the box you get some cards, and then you get some other cards, and then lastly you get more cards.
All right, this is obviously a very card-driven game. Lots of cards in it. They kind of run everything you do.
So how do you play the game?
All right, so I kind of mentioned this a little bit, but you're basically all mad scientists. You're all making these robots. You're trying to fight each other, and you have these layer cards. So everybody has these 3 layer cards in front of them. They act kind of like as your life points, your hit points. Once one gets destroyed, you flip it over. Kind of shows it in flames, burning. And that's going to be how it works. You're going to keep on fighting until someone is knocked out, and basically it's the last man standing. So once everybody's been knocked out, one person's going to be left, and they're going to be the winner. All right, so you're going to be dealt a hand of cards, and then obviously throughout the game you're going to be drawing more cards as well. But there's various cards that do various things. The ones with the green cards at the bottom, the green bars, let you draw more cards, kind of refresh your hand a little bit. There's just one with kind of these light blue borders at the bottom of the cards. They're going to be nuisance attacks that kind of hurt other players, but they're not going to mess with their layers per se, just kind of mess with their plans and strategies overall. However, the ones with the orange bar at the bottom, those are the lethal attacks. Those are going to be the ones that are actually targeted at the layers. And so those are the ones you want to kind of defend against. And so there is obviously defense cards. The ones with the blue bars at the bottom, those are your defense cards. Those are going to help you bail you out of trouble. But the most important cards in the game are the ones that have both blue and orange at the bottom. Those are going to be both flexible to defend and to attack. In addition to just having those 1 cards, the most fun part of the game, for me at least, is building these robots. You have legs, bodies, and heads of these robots. And at the bottom, you can see they also have the blue and orange at the bottom. So they're going to work the same way as like a nuke does, for instance, being able to attack and to defend. But you need all 3 parts: a legs, a body, and a head. You can't just do it with one. You have to do it with multiple parts of the robot. And lastly, you have these disaster cards or event cards, which are going to kind of hurt you and attack your layer just from the deck itself. So you got to pay attention to those when you draw them, because they're going to hurt you. And then finally, we have these secret identity cards. Basically, everyone gets dealt one of these secret identities at the beginning of the game that you're dealt face down. And they're basically a one-time use card. At some point, when it's most opportune for you, you're going to flip it over and say, I'm going to reveal my secret identity, and here's my power. It's going to be something cool that no one's expecting because they don't know what card you were dealt. It might be a defense, or it might be a stronger attack, or who knows what.
Yeah, so there's actually some special things about the robots as well. Ryan has a robot here that's all the same, but like Ryan said, you can take parts in and out. They don't have to all be matching. But if they are all matching, then your robot is actually good for 2 attacks instead of 1 attack. And then the other thing that you can do with your robot is ask for help.
Yeah, so basically if you've got legs and a body of a robot, but you don't have a head, you might be able to make a temporary alliance with one of your co-arch villains and say, hey, if someone gives me a head, together we'll make a small temporary alliance and we'll attack this guy over here who happens to be in the lead, or something like that. So making an all-matching robot is very helpful because, again, you can attack 2 people instead of just 1.
Yeah, one of the things that we like about this game is the fact that it's really fast in connection with the take that aspect. I mean, you're building alliances with people for 2 seconds, so you can attack somebody else just so they can build an alliance to attack you, but it's over fast enough to where there's no hurt feelings and nobody gets offended, and you can't like have that linger at all. And since it's so fun and lighthearted, I just like that you're able to put that in a take that game.
Right, and the artwork kind of lends to that as well. It's very lighthearted, very whimsical. All the flavor text is just kind of lends to that and makes it so that it's just, you can't really be mad at the game. It's just you feel like you're being attacked by a robot, not by a player, I guess, a little bit. And that kind of adds to that lightheartedness. All right, and then also we want to keep in mind this is the villain cards, very strong, very cool, very important. Wait for that opportune moment, and pull a fast one on someone. I really like that aspect of the game.
Yeah, the box says that it plays 2 to 6 players. I personally disagree with that. I mean, you can technically play 2-player, but it's just not fun at all. You're not able to build alliances with anybody, and then if you are able to create a robot that's all the same, all matching like that, the double attack, attacking 2 people, you can't. There's only 1 person there. Any other player count I really enjoyed, but I would say that this is a 3 to 6 player game.
Yeah, I think that the 2-player, you miss some of those cool interactions, and every game kind of becomes a 2-player game, obviously, as you're whittling down the player pool. But by then, you've already lost some layers, you've already used a lot of your resources, so it feels a little different to me. And at the 6-player count, too, I think it's just a little bit too chaotic for my taste. I think 3 to 5 is the sweet spot. If you can find 3 to 5 players, that's a good one.
Yeah, and this game does have player elimination. That's how you win the game, but it's not like Bing, where you're out and then all your friends are still playing that game an hour later.
Having fun without you. It's not like a Risk where, you might be out all night, playing Game Boy by yourself. At least that's what I played last time I played Risk, when I was eliminated right away. I don't know. That was 20 years ago. But yeah, so the player elimination is a factor, but it's fast enough to where you're going to be playing the next game right with everybody else 15 minutes later, and you can watch everybody else have a good time.
Yeah, so if you like light, fast, take that games, then this is right up your alley.
Yeah, there's not a lot of deep strategy. You're not going to be able to plan out 10 turns ahead or anything like that. If you're looking for one of those big mental, brain battles, this is not going to be that. This is a rock'em sock'em robots, fight them to the death, fast card game. You might draw into the right card, you might not. You have to be aware of that. But it's fast enough to where it's not going to be, you're not going to be upset about that. But just keep in mind, it's not a strategy game. This is not a, something that's going to take 3 hours and it's going to be the mainstay of the night.
Yeah. And also, as I just noticed as we were making this review, there's this nice little note here for all the people who backed it on Kickstarter. And I just thought that was really, really cute right there.
So sweet.
Yeah, we didn't notice it the first couple of times we played. So I wanted to say that.
Yeah, so hey, if you get a chance to play Robot Rise, we really recommend it. It's a great starter for the evening, a great finisher for the evening. It's fast, it's light, it's fun, it's cute, it's got great artwork. Check it out.
Yeah. I'm Bethany.
I'm Ryan. I'm trying to lose some pounds.
And I am trying to lose some inches.
All right, so stay tuned. We're going to be bringing some more episodes soon. Remember, you can find all of our episodes in one place if you go to our YouTube channel called Pounds and Inches, or our blog on BoardGameGeek.com, also called Pounds and Inches. Feel free to leave any comments or feedback. We love hearing from you guys. But until next time.
Bye.
Bye.